This one bit of knowledge is going to change your life forever. It's something that I told my kids in the car this morning, and it just slipped out in a normal conversation. But actually, I could really feel the penny drop for them. It's something that if I had known 20 years ago, I think I would have escaped a lot of anxiety and depression. Oh, why isn't this stuff taught in schools? So, yeah, I trained as a life coach, and I was a life coach for 3 or 4 years. And by doing that, I learned a lot about psychology. I'm not a psychologist, but I understand how to get from A to B in a way to heal your mind in a certain degree, especially with life coaching. It's all about forwarding yourself and progressing. The problem that most people have, and it's something that came up recently in one of my TikToks, is concerning your inner dialogue. Now, not everyone has an intrusive dialogue. And I was really shocked to learn that recently, that it's not as pervasive for everyone than it has been for me in my life. And if you're someone that is very sensitive or you've suffered a lot of trauma, then that voice is going to be even louder and harder to ignore. So this one bit of information I'm going to tell you is really going to shift the perspective for you for the better. I'm going to tell it in two parts as well. Okay, so the voice in your head is not you. It's not you. The thing you have to understand about the brain is the mechanics and the science behind it. You have to understand the limbic system, and you have to understand the amygdala, which is your fear response center. The thing is, when your brain perceives something to be dangerous, it will instantly shut it down and try to stop you from doing it. And we all understand that in the anxiety, fear response, the fight or flight, the freeze, the fawn. But it's much more insidious and clever than you would ever imagine. The voice in your head that's telling you that you're all fat, you're stupid, you said a silly thing, you shouldn't be doing that thing, is your fear. And that is your ego. Your ego isn't your grandiosity. Your ego is the one aspect of your mind that wants to keep you where you are, where you're safe, where it thinks that you are best. It doesn't understand why you'd want to do anything else. So it will seek to stop you. So once you understand that, you notice that voice as someone else. It's not actually who you are. This is why they say observe your thoughts. I heard this yesterday and I thought it was brilliant. If you imagine that voice in your head as a little person in the corner of the room in a rocking chair, and you can say, okay, over there, you rock away, you do your crazy thing. The second part of this I'm going to tell you is you are the person observing your thoughts. That is really who you are, not the